Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. I am one of the creative coaches in the coaching group with Deco Exchange, and I'm going to show you how to make a simple, easy spring bow for your mailbox. Nothing different with the bow, just how we're going to attach it and what we're going to add to it. So I'm going to start with a nice, decent tail here that is, let's say we want it to be big, so let's say about 17 inches, okay? And I'm going to take our loop. Y'all, I have super bad carpal tunnel, so I'm going to use our Easy Bow Maker to hold things after I make the loops. So 17 inches on the tail. Let's go with a nice big, let's go 7 inches on the loop. So 17 inches on the tail, 7 inches on the loop. I just want it to be a big, you know, I want people to see it when they drive by. Okay, so I'm going to pinch there, just making sure again we're at 7, perfect. And let's go ahead, pull those apart and twist it. I'm going to go with another loop, and so I'm going to pinch, twist, and loop. One more, pinch, and twist, and a nice big loop. So those are about 7-inch loops. I put the purple on the bottom just to be kind of like our anchor in the color. I like to put the darker colors on the bottom just to give our bow like a solid, you know, a solid back, right? A solid stopping point. Then I'm going to go with the lighter color, still with the 17 inches, or 17. I'm going to go with 1, just a little bit smaller, than that last layer. Pinch, twist, loop. The hiccups. Pinch, twist, and then slide it right down in there. First layer of 7-inch loops, and then the last layer gets a little bit smaller. The tails stay the same. We're going to go again, 17 inches. And we're going to go a little bit smaller here. Pinch. Twist and loop. Pinch. Twist. We're going to go 2 loops again. So the bow, 2 loops, 1 loop, 2 loops, 1 loop. So many different variations that you can do. I just wanted this one to be nice and big and not use too much ribbon. And then we're going to top it off on the very top with this cutie pie ribbon here. I'm going to start with a button in the top, so maybe about a 4-inch. About a 4-inch loop in the top. I'm going to pinch, pull it apart, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop. This is going to end up lopsided as far as where the tails are, but that's okay. That happened just because we had that extra loop there. I'm going to pull that nice and long. Slide it right down in. Perfect. So I'm going to take this up and out of here. I'm going to pull it up just like that. I squeeze it before I pull it up. You can add your pipe cleaner before you lift it off of there. I just like to add it at this point. So I'm going to add a zip tie. Remember, this is going to go out on your mailbox. And if you're like me, your mailbox is out by the street. And so I want to make sure, with all the wind that's going to be blowing, nothing's going to happen to my bow. And that wasn't working. There we go. Okay, before I fluff this crazy thing here, I'm going to go ahead and dovetail my ends. So I'm going to fold them and cut on the fold up towards the edge so it makes a pretty V shape. I'm going to do that all ahead of time because once they're all down together, I seem to always miss one. I don't know why. So if I do it this way, then I don't forget. I'm gonna add some picks to it, but I'm gonna add this garland piece. It's just a piece of rope garland that I got around Christmas time. You could do this with wire. You could do this with whatever you like. I'm gonna choose this at this particular time. I'm gonna go right there in the center before I fluff my bow and bring that to the back. Okay, so I have that in the back to help attach to things. And then I'm going to hold it right there in that center. I'm going to bring my center loop up to the top and kind of wiggle it forward so I'm helping hide that garland piece that we just added. And then layer by layer, I'm going to bring my tails down to the center. Tails come down to the center, making sure they're going the right way. Okay, so now I have all my tails coming down to one end, nice and long, so they'll be seen, visible, able to see, all those things. And then I'm going to spread my loops apart, and I'm going to do that by starting at the bottom and moving my way to the top. So I'm going to take those purples and spread them apart from each other. I got this ribbon under here that ended up not so great, but we're going to work our best. There we go. And then I take my next loop and kind of put it in the center, my next layer, flanking that, and then right in the center. So you see, I'm trying to make sure every time I put a layer in that I can see the next layer or the last layer, the previous layer. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. One up, one down. The big one goes in the middle. Next thing, which is the pastel rainbow. Love this ribbon. One up, one down. One again right in that center, and then still right in the center. Perfect. Perfect. Nice and easy. Okay? Perfect. Now I'm going to take a couple of picks here. Really, really simple. I had some white glitter fern left over from Christmas. A nice, pretty spiral, curly Q, whatever you want to call it. Multicolor pastel. I'm just going to fluff those out a little bit. And then a nice ball pick. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take, this is going to be my back, just because I think this will help me hold the fern in. I'm going to put the fern on top of that. Now that might seem a little bit weird. And then I'm going to put this on top of that. I'm going to add us a nice little zip tie again. Easy breezy. Let's try two tighteners. There we go. Now I don't need these to be that long. I am going to cut them down. And then I'll add another zip tie right below it. So now I have a nice little pick that's going to come up above my bow here. And so I'm going to take that garland piece, I'm going to wrap it around right here. Nice and super duper tight. And then I have this to wrap around my mailbox. Okay, so that'll just hang there. Cute, cute, cute. Nice and easy. I have a spot to attach. And actually, that'll go not only on a mailbox, but how about a lantern as well? This is cute, simple, and totally doable.